Hello, 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 and welcome to the St. Patrick's Day Color Street Novita Spa edition. And we were having a fabulous celebration introducing Color Street by me, Megan DiMartino. I didn't identify myself, and my guest, Cheryl Spencer. And we were going to have a fabulous event, and we all know what happened with that. And so in respect of all of that, we are coming to you on Facebook to share Color Street, the fabulous product. We'll tell you all about that. Cheryl's going to put some on me. But I just want you to be exposed to it. And before we begin, I want you, Cheryl, to share a little bit about you, this fabulous, fabulous woman who I met last year at an event at my favorite place in Williamson County, the Shot of Texas Ranch. Always loved giving Tiffany and Rob a shout out. I met you that day and observed you doing this, and but it was goat yoga, and I was supposed to be the MC, and I was so preoccupied with all that, and also the Novita Spa, program, let's just say. So, but we met there. And then over
we had
time,
a booth there.
Yes, you did, and we did too, and right next to each other. And over time, I've just observed you on Facebook and what you're doing, and I could see that it was building and building. And many of you know my story about Tupperware back when I was 26 and needed a car, needed money, and said, okay, I'll sell plastic bowls. But when I saw this, I said, wow, recently. And we're going to go into the nails in a few minutes, but just want to share about why Cheryl is here, not because of St. Patty's Day and this launch, but basically speaking, as you all know, I have been manufacturing clinical result-oriented skincare since 1992. And I am passionate about helping people with their needs, passionate. With whether it's home care or treatments and both together. Passionate. As a matter of fact, a woman walked in today and said, everyone's stocking up on toilet paper, I'm going to stock up on products. So, I am passionate about that. But I'm also a business person, and I'm also a human being. And I am at a place in my personal life that I'm looking to add, as the world calls it, another side hustle. But it has to fit. It absolutely has to fit. I'm not going to get involved in something, that I don't believe in, and that it doesn't really fit with my philosophy of helping people, as Sharon Lecter says, solve a problem, serve a need.
Absolutely.
Okay? So I won't. So when I then started, called you, Cheryl, and started talking about this, it made so much sense. Because I know people all over the United States, and as I say about the Novita Spa clinical products, they're for anyone from 8 to 108 who has skin. So in my opinion, that means teens, prepubescent, and men, So the bottom line of this is it's for anyone.
Right.
I've had these on now for over a month. You put them on the first time, it was February 13th. Or it was that Sunday. It could have been the 12th, but it was that Sunday.
Right.
And then I left for Colorado on that Tuesday. And so that set was on, and then I took some off as I was going to Tulum, Mexico, and I put what I have on now in a van going to Tulum, Mexico.
Yep, I saw the photos.
Okay. So I then said, this is just amazing. Because again, solve a problem, serve a need. Then I was in the ocean. Hello, these nails have been on for several weeks now. So every day, guys, someone says, wow, I'm talking about at the reception desk here, to out in the grocery store, to wherever. They say, your nails. Even the guy in FedEx, I talked about that. And he's a musician. So Cheryl will tell you a little bit about that. And I said, Joe, this would be great for you.
Yes.
So it is the bottom line, and it is a bottom line thing. This is exciting. This is a wonderful opportunity to have that whatever you do, it fits into what you do. So I want to introduce you now. Hello there, Megan. Good to see you. And I don't have my glasses on, but it's Alex. I have been thinking about you so much. You need to come and see me, kiddo. But I'd like to introduce you to Cheryl Spencer. And Cheryl, share a little bit about your background.
Okay.
And then, and I do have to share this. This was January now, and I was flying to Colorado, and I saw your pictures of your red motorcycle, so she needs to share that, on Facebook. And so I put that here, saying, remember the car in Tupperware? So I said, this is very,
You wanted a red motorcycle?
No, it was a Ford LTD station wagon. Hello, Miss Vicki. Hello. And so I want you all to meet Cheryl Spencer. And so Cheryl, share about, what a little bit about yourself, what brought you to Color Street, what you've been doing the last year and a half, and then let's demo. I took 2 nails off, and you can share about how easy that is. And
Absolutely. My name is Cheryl Spencer, and I'm actually started commuting to Texas back in '07 for another direct sales company. Ever since I graduated from college, I have been in direct sales, network marketing, commission only. I've always worked for myself, and I've had multiple businesses, and some work out really good, some don't, for a variety of reasons. But I never thought of not looking for the right product and opportunity. And actually, it was an energy company that brought me to Texas that I worked really hard for and commuted for 2 years to build that. And then I moved to Texas actually in '09. Now that's a company I still get paid every month, whether you call it mailbox money, beach money. It's about residual income that keeps coming in. And so I was looking for one more thing that I could take with me into retirement. Spencer and I are both self-employed. We love to ride motorcycles. We're looking at a toy hauler. We want to travel, but also take with us on the road our business. And actually, I was exposed to Color Street from a friend of mine that she was actually in another business of mine 13 years ago. And they started posting on Facebook that there's this company coming called Color Street, but they couldn't say what it was. And at the time I was already in another business, and I was just hoping, I hope this works for her, because she also has tried a lot of different businesses. Once you have that entrepreneurial spirit, you're not gonna go get a job. You're just not. And so a few months after that, in June 12th, 2017, Color Street was launched, and the nail strips. And I thought, well, good, I hope that works out for her. And I never saw the product. It was,
key.
I never saw the product. I never tried a sample, so I really had no idea what it was. And until you see it, you don't know what it is.
No.
There's been others. You can go to the grocery store and buy stickers and things like that, but not this. And it was actually August of 2018, I was at a vendor event. There was a lady sitting there with Color Street, and I'm thinking, oh my gosh, I've heard of this. My friend is doing this, I'd love to try a sample. And it was, I don't think I have it here, but this little toozy right here, this is the magic, and it was purple, it wasn't this purple. And she put it on my pinkies, and I bought a set from her. And I kept staring at my nails. I don't do the salon nails anymore. I took the acrylics off and all that a long time ago for a variety of reasons. Healthier nails, the cost, the time involved, and I was just too picky after a few days. If they weren't perfect, it just drove me nuts. So I just went natural. But we all know if you have natural nails, real polish, no matter how careful you are, chips in about a day. So it's, why bother? So I put that sample on, and one, I just couldn't stop smiling, but couldn't stop looking at it. And then I tried the set. And as an entrepreneur, out in just doing everyday things, what I experienced is that total strangers would bring it up to me. They would say, oh my gosh, I love your nails. And I'd say, oh, wow, I did it myself. Have you heard of Color Street? No, let me show you. And this is before I even got started. And I went home and I was talking to my husband. He said, everywhere we go, people comment on your nails. I said, never has that happened before. Whatever product that I have represented, sold, call it what you want, nobody has ever said, oh my gosh, I bet you do this. They don't. But as an entrepreneur, your business is out there, you're networking, and you're trying to figure out how can I engage this person in a conversation, right? Whether it's skincare, or hair, or vitamins, or whatever. I can't walk up to you as a total stranger and say, oh my gosh, you really could use my skincare, right? We just don't do that. They'll think you're a nutcase. But total strangers. And I thought, I have got to do this. And I said, I love the product. It lasts. It's new. It was not quite 2 years at the point. And so October, we met up in she came from Washington, I came from Austin, and we met at a women's conference in Dallas, and I said, all right, I love the product. I love what people are responding about it. It was easy, there's no tools, there's no dry time. Can you make money?
I did it in a van.
Yes, I have done it on a plane, on a train. It's so easy to do. And she showed me the compensation plan, and it was extremely generous. That was October 12, 2018, and I got into the business. Fast forward a year and a couple months later, I'm blessed to have over 620, 630, we call them stylists, on my team. And I would say women, but we also have men in this business. The nail industry is $9 billion. So it's a business.
So I just wanted to share that hi Janelle and Carrie Reynolds, haven't seen you forever, good to see you. This could be for all of you guys, and you're all over the United States, and as I said, 8 to 180 who has skin, but everyone has nails. And I have never had a man. I've had many women. I'm blessed to have good skin, it's genetics, but also the products. So I've had people say that to me. But I have never had a man say that to me, and never have had a man comment on my nail polish.
I get that. I get that all the time, and that's what was so amazing, is no matter where you go. Now, Color Street, we are made and manufactured in the U.S. Mr. Park, our amazing founder and president of the company, has an amazing story if you ever want to look up Mr. Park, because this idea came to him back in 1988, and there's a story, an amazing story. But they are 100% real nail polish. There's a base, a color, and a top coat. There's no tool. Think about solving a problem, right? There's no dry time. There's none of that polish and wait 4 hours, right? There's no tools needed. It's fast, and it's affordable. You can do it yourself. Moms with kids, good luck trying to do it during the day, but they can do it and go to bed right after. You can take them on vacation. Right now, we are only in the U.S., but we plan to expand. So as far as not only a side hustle, which you call, some women just start because they love the nails and they want to get a little bit at a better price, but because the women they sell them to love it, it organically starts growing because people are looking for something. They're looking for something different. The fact that it's so new, yet we've been so successful as a company so quickly. We are totally revolutionizing a product that's been on the market for, 100 years, nail polish? Other than colors, there's nothing.
Max Factor and
forever and ever. And we all already represent over 50% of the market, and by the end of the year, we will, as far as revenue, be the number one company out there, and we have just started. I love it that I can put these and a few strips on my motorcycle. They're in my purse, they're in my evening bag, they're in my jacket, and my husband, who's a huge supporter because it's a business, will actually wear one of the nail strips on his finger, and has actually gotten customers and a few stylists from just doing that.
Absolutely.
It's easy.
So
yes.
Show.
Basically, I'm gonna put my glasses on. The key is just give yourself a nice manicure.
And that's, I just want to share that I have not had a manicure since all of this travel. So this is really 3 weeks, meaning since I left to go to Colorado to be with my grandson and then on to Mexico. So I really need Mexico. I do need that too.
I need that.
Yeah, really, we all need that right now. But I need a manicure.
Right.
So I did take 2 off. And you know, I do want to share that if you got close, you'd see that, you know, they are getting a little ratty, but still they look so pretty. They look so pretty.
Yeah, I just took my set off so that we could be demoing at our event tonight until we changed the program. So again, but you can give yourself, and again with the nail salons closing right now, women are panicking. Those women that get their nails done every 2 weeks or whatever, we've got them covered. These nail strips will go over their acrylic, their whatever, their shellac, and it'll be beautiful. It'll be beautiful. So basically, what you want to do is give yourself a nice little manicure. Push back your cuticles, wash and dry your hands really good. Don't put any oils or lotions. And then there is in a pack, and this is one of the new spring colors that just launched today, and I love this. It's daisies and tie-dyed. I'm going to dig out some bell bottoms here pretty soon, but the whole spring line is really about joy and happiness and beautiful colors, which we can all use. Yeah, absolutely. That's in fact, the whole fashion industry, that was the theme for Fashion Week, and the runways was this country needs joy, and that was before all of this started. So they must have seen it coming, but the colors are happy. The colors are, it's like Easter egg colors and pastels and swirls and everything. But so clean your hands really good. In a pack, there's 16 double-sided. So you actually with one pack can do your nails and your toes for an average of they're $11 to $14 a pack. Try getting a manicure pedicure for $12.
And so I started out with the kind of bronzy, what is that called again? The number
Tokyo Lights?
Yes. And then I kept some of those on and then took some off and put this purple on. And so basically this purple pack, the pack like that, I still have 2 from that pack, you know, and Cheryl showed me how to keep it, but
actually
they don't want you to do that.
Well, they won't last. Let me just tell you, for your own personal use.
I put them in plastic though, and just kept
these basically, and let me tell you, these are 100% or 95% dry when you open the pack. So be prepared to use them. If you have a few left over, you might be able to save them, but quite frankly, they could dry out and they'd be no good. It would be like leaving the lid off the nail polish. It gets gummy. So they're $12. Open it, put them on your nails, put them on your toes, share them with a friend.
I was just going to say,
yeah, that's the best. That's the best way because they don't last. They will dry out. It is real polish. So what I'm going to do is there's a prep pack, a nail file, and 16 double-sided nail strips in a pack. So when you open that, and these, I'm going to use one of the one of the samples. Which one do you want? What color are you looking for now?
Oh, it doesn't matter, but
this
I'm
one
going to have,
or this one?
let's do this.
Okay. This is actually called Mardi Gras, which I love, and it's a sample I just put in. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the prep pack and just go over the nail. It just takes off any oils. The younger, quite frankly, the young girls are, the more oils they have on their skin. So they need to really wash and dry their skin better and then take this off. So we've already cleaned it. And then we're going to open this pack. And what I share with people is you can smell it. This is real nail polish, but it's not obnoxious.
No.
So I've opened them, done them on a plane, because when I travel, you're packing, you're trying to get your stuff together, get on the plane, and there you go. And with 16 double-sided, all I'm doing is looking for one that fits. So as you can see, there's a little tab that you're going to peel off. That's just packaging, right? And then there's a white and silver tab that you're going to expose the base coat. And then one more tab. Now it's easy if you just kind of hold it in the middle. It gives it a little bit more support. And then all you do is put it, you don't want to cover your cuticle, but you're just going to push it down, see if you got a good fit. They do stretch a little bit because it's real polished, and you're just pressing down and going over the nail. And then you use your thumb, that is your tool, to kind of perforate and take off the excess, right? And then if there's a little bit on the side, you can just take your thumbnail and just work it off.
I don't mean to be obnoxious.
Let's put all up there.
Exactly.
Yeah. And that's basically it. It takes like 30 seconds. Now it'll continue to dry, so immediately I wouldn't jump in the shower or wash dishes, but in not too long you can do anything, right?
Anything.
Anything.
Go into the ocean.
Anything. And then didn't turn off the phone, but actually I got it. The other side, it's humid out. It's actually humid out here in Georgetown because it's raining and hot. So just like nail polish, they'll start to get sticky. So inside where you can control, it's usually a little bit better. So let's just do one more.
Okay.
Again, we're going to demo. In fact, I'm going to cover up one of your small nails.
That's a good idea. Because also, you mentioned earlier about acrylics and gels.
Right.
Actually, when I first did this, I put them on top of us gels that were kind of going away.
They needed a fix.
They needed a fill.
Yeah.
And, or a fix, yes. And so it just had the life of that gel lasted that much longer.
Right. So if you notice a lot of women that have the salon nails, you notice they've grown out and probably should have gone back and already had a fill, but they're also thinking about the money. How much longer can I make these last? Well, if they would just take a nail file and kind of file down here, they can put this over it and they can buy another week or two for their nails.
It's really, guys, amazing.
Yeah, it goes over anything. It goes over anything. These are really sticky. So come on, Cheryl. Okay, so we're going to just put this over your... So we would have normally, if we were putting on a set to stay, I would have done the prep again, but this is just for demo purposes. Again, I'm just putting it over the nail, and...
We just wanted to show you how easy this is, and...
I mean, I actually do them in line. I've done them at the vegetable aisle at H-E-B.
Yes.
I've done them at a cashier, at the post office, at a bank. My husband and I love to go out and support all the local bars and restaurants, so we sit at the bar. Bartenders. You know what I love about this? Bartenders, nurses, people that have their hands in water a lot. This is the only thing that stays on. This is the only thing that stays on. But again, dang, look how easy. Yeah.
And so these, again, if you really looked closely, not that one, but the others, they need to be replaced. But they look fine. Yeah. I mean, I could go out if we could go out, if we could go out. I would be happy to go out.
Yeah.
Not going like this. I'd be like this. So it's a wonderful opportunity. It fits with everything and anything that you do. Honestly, it's just a blessing. And we had this planned long before we were told to not have this evening. We had a champagne evening for St. Patty's Day. Hello, Miss Nick. Good to see you, girl.
I have the green glitter in the shirt. I still have that.
Yes.
So, happy St. Patty's Day.
But so we were ready, right? And I said to Cheryl this morning, I said, we're just going to do Facebook Live and we're going to come to you. And actually, most of you would never have come tonight anyway, because you're all over the United States. And that's what's also awesome about this.
It
is that everybody knows somebody who wants to have fun, to make money, and share. Because hypothetically, if this had been an evening for St. Patty's Day, there probably would have been 40 or 50 women in here. Obviously, we could not have encountered each and every person. We would have done this way.
Right, pretty much.
And done a few people with samples. So this is the same difference. So my point is, many of you I know from social media. And many of you can do just like I'm doing because you have your own networks and introduce this to your people. And it is just such an exciting opportunity. It really is, guys. So you all know how to reach me. You know, you have, most of you have all of my information. You can always message me and we can go from there if you're interested.
Well, and actually reach out and we'll be happy to send you a sample to try.
Oh no, that's a great.
This is about try before you buy,
That's
so
right.
we'll mail you a sample
That's
with
right.
a prep pad. The instructions are super easy, but truly, besides that, I can sell these nails all day long out of my purse. But really, what I love is helping people, men and women, build a business.
And that's what's so exciting to me.
Whether it's a couple $100s or a lot right now, that makes a huge difference.
It does.
A huge difference,
Yes.
and it's fun.
And had we had the open house, the Champagne open house tonight, can I just kind of pan over to the counter? We were going to set up that as a workstation and have stools there and people putting it on themselves, because truly it's so easy, and that way people see it. So in your car dealers, in your churches, in your and just small groups, in girlfriend to girlfriend, out to lunch, out to dinner. As Cheryl said, I always now travel with these in my pocket or my little pouch in my purse. And like that gentleman in FedEx that Sunday, I was doing something, and that's when I said, I'm going to put it on, Joe.
Right.
And I just took one out and put it on him, and he goes, wow.
Well, it's an accessory now. It's not a girly thing anymore. No. Musicians, Austin. Austin is so eclectic, but men that work in bars that love their tats might like some of the black and glitter. I put them on them, and the entertainment industry, is incredible. It's just, they can do them at home. They can do it whatever. It comes off. I didn't mention it comes off with regular nail polish remover.
Yeah, very simple.
So go on Megan's website today, because today we launched our spring line, which is 24 new colors and designs, and we have petites for small nail beds. We have the regular sets that, again, can do your nails and toes. We have pedicure sets for those that maybe because of their job they can't wear stuff on their nails, but they still can do their toes. So we have those. So check out the new colors, they're beautiful. We have Easter, we had St. Patty's Day. Today, there's a lot of people throughout the U.S. right now that have on green Color Street St. Patty's Day nails, and it's fun. It's
having fun.
Yeah, just having fun, but truly a very lucrative business.
One thing I also want to share is that I have been in business many, many years, and even though I am an entrepreneur, meaning I'm the boss-ish.
I'm the boss of me.
But they're the boss. They're the boss, and that's the point. I have a lot of responsibility, and I am so joyful to be able to connect with people with this and be the boss of me, as you just said, to share with you. So I'm very excited about that. And the other thing I want to just touch on what we spoke about last week is that since I have been in business for myself with my first brand Glycolique since '92, then I worked with 4 other people before that for many, many years. But as I said, I've done, my claim to fame of direct sales with Tupperware. There's always something that you see in a business that has a challenge. But I have been so impressed by this company and how every step of the way of what Cheryl mentioned my website. My website is megandemartino.com/hope and possibilities. And, but every piece of this business is so well thought out. You mentioned about just the pedicure kit.
Right.
So that's something new, isn't it?
It's fairly new. We've had it for a little while. They're limited in colors. They're still testing the market, but they brought out a new one in the spring line, a new color. I love them, even though I can do my toes with these. they're fast, they're easy, they're designed, they fit a little bit different, and I love those. But
what I was kind of inferring is that they're always looking at the market and
Yes.
adding and responding and addressing needs.
and new colors for everything. Just look at the tie-dye and the daisies. If you were to have the salon paint that on,
Can you see that?
it would cost you a small fortune.
Oh my gosh.
A small
It would not
fortune.
even be able to really be actualized because it
No.
wouldn't look like this.
No, and they can't believe. And people, when they first see them, think they're going to be thick or rough.
Mm-hmm.
Very smooth.
Very.
It solves all the problems of regular nail polish. It really does.
It does.
And you're right, the company is right on. Let me just say one more thing the company
Please.
does I'm very proud of. They have a foundation, and I would say now at least 10 months out of the year, I'm sure it's going to go to 12, they design a strip for a charity. And every month, that we sell those strips, every $2 that is sold goes to a charity. Now we've done heart health,
Mm-hmm.
we've done breast cancer, we've done Paws for Cause for the rescue animals, disabilities. We've done it for the servicemen, and every time we raise at least $100,000. So they are very good about giving back, and I like that. I like that, and the sets are fabulous. Yeah, in fact, it just talks about it here. So look into that. I mean, that is,
The philosophy, the mentality,
Yeah.
it is awesome.
Yeah.
Yes, and that's part of his story as well.
Yeah.
Mr. Park, when you read about that.
A
So,
Korean immigrant who came to the U.S. to sing opera. He has got a beautiful opera voice,
Mhm.
and the competition is tough. So he was actually coaching, teaching in his church, and this had been his passion from the idea that he had starting since 1988, and the story is amazing. Talk about vision and never giving up.
And perfecting it.
And perfecting it, and
to
and nobody has what we have.
Right. As I say to you guys all the time, just start and don't stop. And that's
what he did.
he
The
just
epitome of that.
really the epitome of that. Yes. So
Yeah.
well, I hope you enjoyed our little St. Patty's Day celebration of
Yeah.
life, and it was so fun to be with you, Cheryl. I appreciate you.
Yeah, I'm
coming and
excited
being-
about partnering with you.
Yes.
I'm excited about this business. I'm excited about the people that are coming on. Young, 18 entrepreneurs, moms that, want to stay home with their kids but needed to get out and work. And, all ages. You talk about all ages, 18 to, I know we have people in their 80s in this
I'm
business.
sure.
Because
I'm sure. I have to tell you a funny story. My accountant was here, and she saw my nails, and she goes, "What are those?" And I told her about that, the whole company and everything about it. And now she's an accountant, but she's not really buttoned up in straight lace. She's an entrepreneur.
Yes.
And she and her husband and her son enjoy going to the Renaissance festivals. So they're into that type of music and that eclectic world. And so she said, well, let me look at this. And so you interfaced
you were in Mexico.
Yes, and
Yeah.
you interfaced with she and put some on, and she went home, and some girlfriends came over and fell in love, and she's now selling Color
Yep.
Street. So it is really organic. It really happens that easily, where people say, "What is that?
Yep. What
Your
is
nails
that?
look fabulous. What is that?" Even though I've always worn nails of some sort back in the day, acrylics. Oh, that's another thing I wanted to touch on though. Over the years, because I've been in the professional beauty industry since 1983. And one of the products I developed with my family's business in '83 was called the table towel, because acrylic nails were beginning.
Yeah.
And Creative Nail, Dr. Nordstrom, it all came from the dental world. But anyhow, if you've had powdered acrylics on, you have to build that nail bed. So you needed something like a painter's palette. So we created a non-woven towel for the nail industry. Somebody had to do it.
Right.
Okay? So I've been in the side door, so to speak, of the nail industry all my business career. And so I've watched it evolve, and I could write a book about the nail industry, and the beauty industry with interfacing with it. But the thing is that over the years, also with the evolution of the nail industry, The material that was used on the nail was very negative, for the nail, and also dangerous on some level.
Yeah.
You know, carcinogens and so forth. And so then there was a whole phase of, you know, formaldehyde free and so forth. But regardless, however you cut it, the mustard, kids, it damages your nail bed. Because, you know, when I took off my gels, I mean, this nail is getting better. I can see it.
But it takes months.
It takes months, but it will get better.
Yeah.
But they have to be off.
Right.
So therefore, with people that have health issues and who can't wear nails, this is perfect.
It is perfect.
For every dynamic, from a health position, a joy position, a beauty position, a financial position, it can be your main career, because the more you focus, as we all know, the more that result will come.
Absolutely.
So it's just such a beautiful, beautiful thing, and I feel very blessed to have met you and been introduced to Color Street and to be able to take it to the world.
I think it was the
Someday.
motorcycle.
It was the motorcycle, actually. It did speak volumes.
It is beautiful.
Yes.
Yeah. Thank you, Color Street.
But behind the scene, I understood it. It
Yeah.
wasn't just
I know.
what a beautiful motorcycle.
Right.
I knew what it represented, and that was exciting to me.
Yes.
So, ladies and gentlemen, if you're on, thank you for joining us. If you stayed through this whole, really thank you. I appreciate it. Wish I could serve you a glass of champagne, but you'll come to Georgetown one of these days. I really, really hope so. And if not, we'll see each other somewhere very soon. But don't let that thwart you. Contact me, and as Cheryl said, I'll send you several of these, and you can play with them and try them, and then, you know, share it with others, and let's get going. And let's build a life together. I'm so excited about that.
Yeah, thank you.
So enjoy and be joyful that we're all here. Not just here today, here together, but here. And just trust in the Lord. He's in control. Thank you for joining us, Cheryl and I, and we'll see you soon. And be blessed.